Alright people, about a week ago I set up my brand new Fluval Roma 240. However, we do have a small problem in that fish tank right now. You see, it's currently cycling and I will make a video on how to cycle your tank properly. But one of the things that happens at the start when you have a brand new fish tank is you get a bit of an algae bloom. And this is what's happening in my Fluval Roma 240 right now, and it looks disgusting. We are getting this grey hair algae, which I don't know, it kind of looks like mold, looks so weird. And the worst thing is it's growing all over the woods and it's even growing on the substrate, and it just looks so weird, people. I really don't like it, especially the ones on the wood. It just looks like, yeah, it doesn't look nice, people, I can't lie. Now here is where the dilemma arises. You see, in regards to cycling the tank, adding fish isn't a really big problem. Once again, I'm going to make a separate video on that to explain that properly, but it is okay to add a fish or two when you're cycling your tank, which means technically I could get something like a Siamese algae eater, which would probably take care of the problem. However, the thing is, it's a planted tank and these plants are currently very loose, which means if we have anything like a Siamese algae eater or a pleco or anything that's going to go around the bottom and, you know, going onto the wood to eat the algae, they're probably going to move the plants about and going to move everything up. You see, you want at least 2 to 3 weeks of only little things in the tank so the plants can get the proper roots and stuff, which means I'm either going to have to wait for 2 to 3 weeks before I can add something in that can tackle the hair algae, or we can go to the fish shop today and try find something else like a shrimp. So yeah, people, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go to the fish store, we're going to see if we can find anything. It's probably going to be shrimps. I've already added a few cherry shrimp into my tank. They do seem to be eating some of the algae, but there's just way too much. So yeah, probably going to get some Amano shrimps or something, and we'll see what else they have. Alright, we went upstairs quick because the shop is kind of full. But yeah, people, so I looked around and it looks like the only thing we can really get for the algae is the Amano shrimp. So we're probably going to get a few of those. I did see quite a few cool fish that I want to get, but obviously the 200 litre right now is completely full and the 240 is just not cycled enough yet. But the shrimp should be fine. We're going to get those. Alright, cool, we are back at the house. I've put the shrimps into Acclimate for a little bit. Alright, cool. Now the shrimps are inside and I've already seen some of them go over the grey algae, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's hope that they clear up all of the algae. If not, we're gonna have to try something else. Before we carry on, if you want to see more videos like this where I speak about my Fluval Roma 200 and my 240 and I follow the journey of some of my individual fish like my moray eel and my ghost knife and stuff like that, then please remember to like and subscribe. It would really help me out. Alright, cool. It's been a few days now. I wanted to wait a little bit and see what happened, and honestly on the first day nothing really happened. They did seem to walk over the algae a little bit, but they didn't stop and eat it, which I guess is normal. Like, it was the first day, they were probably stressed out and all of that. However, after the first day they did start to nibble on that algae and you can really see it. It kind of had that look like something pulled at it, which I'm guessing is the shrimp, you know, going over it. Like, they have these tiny little pincers that I'm guessing they pull the algae off with or snip it off, and yet it did look like they were starting to eat it. And now a few days later, I do have to say the algae, it hasn't gone down fully, but it is a massive tank with a lot of algae in it. But there's definitely a difference, and the only things in there are the Amano shrimp and some of the cherry shrimp that I brought over from the Fluval Flex. Now the shrimps will stay in there for now, but they're only there for a temporary basis. As some of you will know, the Fluval Roma 240 is actually for my moray eel and some of my other predator fish, and those shrimps will just end up as snacks. But I've just got them in there for now to get the cycle started and control the algae a little bit. But yeah, if you want to see the day I set up my new Fluval Roma 240, then click right here.